Thought I'd go through and just show you in the new toolbox I've put on the back of the ute. I've actually built this toolbox before I actually built the fifth wheeler. But yeah, since I've gone back to it, it's a really light construction, and it just uses that aluminium comp panel with a whole heap of form ply as fittings. Created a spot here for the fridge. The fridge is a bit sad. It's going to get a Christmas present this year, a new fridge. But yeah, she slides in and out. Up the top here, we've got the airline. So behind the door, which just falls down, we've got one of these Chicago air compressors. Now, 250 litres a minute. This thing recovers really quickly. It's not a very big compressor, but the thing I like about it is that it'll actually run the plaza, and it'll run a needle gun and all that sort of stuff. And because it's an inverter compressor, it runs on the inverter, so I don't need power to run the compressor. So yeah, we just hooked it up with retractable airline, everything like that. So obviously the Milwaukee charger here. The Makita's still in the trailer. I'm going to bring the Milwaukee into here. The Makita into here as well. Got the lasers and the two regulators. I've always run a regulator on each solar panel. I haven't combined them. That way, if I've got a problem, I can see it. We've got a 3,000 watt inverter here, so it'll run my welder. It'll run a 2.5mm rod. And so far I've welded continually 10 electrodes, I think it is, out of the welder through the inverter, so no power. So an emergency welding job. There you are. Got a mate that's organising me some V-line style capacitors that are going to go and sit down in this corner here. And what they are is that they charge up, so when you strike an arc, you're dragging, say, close on 30 amps on that initial strike, the inverter can handle it. We got our little laser sitting there that is always constantly charged. One thing I just tried to make things really easy on this one. Still got a little bit of wiring to tidy up and all that sort of stuff, but fuse box up the top. We've only got 2 circuits in at the moment. We're going to put some other. And instead of trying to wire and all that sort of stuff, all I did was just made a simple bus bar, and this is our neg. So if you need to put a negative point somewhere, all you do is you just screw straight to the timber. It's worked a treat. Twin batteries. I'm using the Exide batteries. They're just a cold cranker. So the big, they're 90 ampere, I think they are. The only reason why I wanted Exide is that I believe that Supercharge are one of the best batteries you can buy in terms of price. And of course, Exide now is owned by Supercharge. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had to bar them. They're a pretty notorious product, but I've actually liked them. I've been running these things in the trailer now for 2 years, and we have abused the living crap out of them, and they're still going. So over on the top of the toolbox, we've got our solar panels. So I've just urethaned them down, and it's gone really well. Leads look a little bit messy, but still, that's quite okay. It does the job. So with the trailer and this ute setup, I've got 56 amps of charging current that goes into the batteries. So on a sunny day, if you're doing a weld and you're using one electrode, it doesn't take too long to bring the batteries back up to 14 volts. So yeah, but generally this is one side. It's still a work in progress. I want to try and put a fire extinguisher in here as well. On the other side is just the tools. So and this style of toolbox that I've got, what I'm actually planning to do is I'm going to stick the same style on the trailer, try and reduce its weight and also use a lot more workable space, because it's only got 50 box on the outside, so that means you've got a lot bigger opening. So yeah, got any questions, queries, concerns, you know what to do.